Good morning again. We are going to have a learning time with Teddy. We're reading Gwendolyn's Pet Garden. We've read this book quite a few times and I think he enjoys it. I like it because his dad gardens, so I can use it for making the real life connection about Dad's garden and our plants in the house and the plants in this story. Gwendolyn Newberry Fretz wanted a pet, more than polka dot rain boots, more than a telescope, more than anything. Gwendolyn grouched and pouted, pestered and pleaded, argued and bantered, but Gwendolyn's parents simply would not budge. Certainly not for a pet with 2 legs. Can I have a cockatoo? Can I have a toucan? Can I have a macaw? Birds throw feathery fits, said Father. Whoa. Under no circumstance for a pet with 4 legs. Can I have a gerbil? Can I have a hedgehog? Can I have a chinchilla? Fur makes my nose sneeze, said Mother. And never in a million years for a pet with 8 or 10 legs. Can I have a tarantula? Can I have a lobster? Can I have a crab? Can I have a shrimp? Spiders give me nightmares, said Father. Shellfish give me hives, said Mother. You see that baby? I want a pet to keep me company, said Gwendolyn. You have us, said her parents. I want to teach it tricks, said Gwendolyn. Your little brother fetches and rolls over, said her parents. I want a pet to care for, said Gwendolyn. Well, said her parents. He is helping hold the book. This is what engagement looks like for an almost 6-month-old. You can take care of this. It's a box of dirt, said Gwendolyn. It's a bed of soil, said her parents. Smells like a swamp, said Gwendolyn. It smells of possibilities, said her parents. Ooh. So Gwendolyn started digging, but all she found was more dirt and a dead beetle, and a peculiar piece of root. Are you growing frustrated? Asked her parents. I'm sprouting ideas, said Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn went to the library and borrowed the great book of gardening. She became savvy about soil, seeds, sunlight, and shade. And when Gwendolyn had read all she could, she borrowed seeds from the seed lending library. She even offered to trade them for her marbles and seashell collection, but the librarian said the seeds were free. Are you tipping? Are you tipping over? We can't have that now, can we? No, we can't have that. We can't skip a page either, huh? Gwendolyn made rows of little holes in the soil and sprinkled them with marigold seeds, basil and fennel seeds, and finally, zucchini seeds. Dada grows zucchini, huh? Then she filled the holes up, giving each one a pat of encouragement and a splash of water. She crossed her fingers and her toes and she whispered, "Please grow." Goodness, these pages are tough to turn. Ow! I'm trying. Some days the soil needed more watering. Other days it soaked up the sun. And every day Gwendolyn talked to it. Did you know, Pickle, our neighbor's dog has pets? He has fleas. But nothing happened. And when Pickle tried to bury his bone in the soil, Gwendolyn told him to bury it in his own backyard. But still, nothing happened. Until the day the soil did a trick. It pushed up 2 tiny leaves that slowly unfolded and turned their faces to the sun. Then the soil did more tricks. More leaves peeked out, sniffed the air, and stretched upward on tiny stems. I love the vocabulary that comes with this book. It's definitely a good book about gardening functionally, but the vocabulary that's used in the descriptions of the actions in this book are fantastic. There's so many words that I don't necessarily use in my day-to-day that he hears due to this book, and he hears them in context. The stems budded, the buds bloomed, vines and tendrils like hairs of wild beasts inched along the soil. The delicate shoots of fennel and basil scented the air with a peppery licorice perfume. Gwendolyn named the plants. Good morning, Gertrude. Good morning, Boris. Good morning, Montemere. Good morning, Cordelia. She studied them daily, measuring each one as it grew, and recorded the changes in her notebook. The bed of soil was now carpeted with fiery marigolds, blooming zucchinis, and herbs that shimmered in the wind. It fluttered with butterflies and bees and sang with chirps of cicadas and crickets. Crickets. We have crickets. It did not have 2 legs or 4 legs or any legs at all, but it was alive, and Gwendolyn could talk to it, care for it, and watch it grow. Da 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 da. The end. Yay. Was that a good story? You like that one? Hi guys, I'm just here really quick. I want to follow up on that story time that we did this morning with Gwendolyn's Garden. I said that I really like that book for the real life connections that you can make. It makes for good conversation, the pictures, and we can compare it to our garden. He obviously doesn't see the garden so much yet, but that was going to be a really good connection maker when the time comes. I'm looking over at my garden like you can see it. But the other reason why I really love that book in our library is the vocabulary. So there's so much language rich content that you're sharing with baby when you read this book. You're using the words that you might not use every day. I don't use all those words every day. So reading the book means exposure to that vocabulary, and it's used in context, and you can do it frequently should you and baby decide that you really love that book. The books with really good vocabulary are so important to have in your library. And it's awesome because when the kids use those really big words when they're really, really little, it's just so fun to hear. They're so cute, especially if they maybe don't say ours yet or have a little something going on. It's the cutest thing ever, especially. But anyway, that's why I chose that book. We read that one often. That's not a book that we're reading every day this week, but it's one that I decided we should read today because we haven't yet once this week. So maybe weekly we're reading that one. But great book for vocab. If you find a book with really good vocabulary, consider if the content and tempo is right for you and your baby. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.